No. Welcome, Venerable Theodore and dear Abhidhamma friends. I want to welcome you all from our Abhidhamma Association. That is a German Abhidhamma Promotion Association, Abhidhamma Förderverein in German. And yeah, it is an honor for us that Theodore Kusalasami has agreed to give this course in English online, so many people can join. It is interesting. Theodore Kusalasami, normally, not now, but normally he resides in Germany, in Frankfurt now, and our association is German, but the course is quite international. Many people from abroad did register and wanted to join. Some hindrances maybe, never mind. As you have seen, we will do recordings and later we can share the link for the videos so you can listen again, and the people who are interested but could not join, they can follow the videos. But it's much better certainly that we are together live now, then we can ask directly questions and it's more lively certainly. Okay, so that is all I want to say for the introduction. No, something else maybe about Theodore Kusalasami. As he is a Burmese monk, he is well trained, well educated in Abhidhamma. That is quite usual in Myanmar. But,
sure.
But definitely he is also an Abhidhamma lover. And I hope you can feel this in his lectures and will be inspired and fall in love with Abhidhamma too. That is my wish. So I will give the word to Theodore and yeah, please start.
Okay. First of all, I would like to thank Seali and Aganyani for creating a chance to meet you all and to teach the Abhidhamma. Actually, at the beginning, I'm very happy. I'm very happy at the beginning, but later, normally, as Seali introduced, I teach the Abhidhamma every day, not once a week or not once in 2 weeks. Every day I have a class, sometimes 2 times a day, but in Burmese language, not in English language. That's why the teaching the Abhidhamma in English this is the first time for me. That's why I'm very happy to meet and to teach the Abhidhamma in English, but I feel excited. And, you know, to explain in mother language is very easy for me, and not and for every person is like that. But second language, I'm not very used to. Is difficult. That might be difficult for everyone, for me as well. And actually, I am teaching Burmese Buddhism in the Goethe Frankfurt University. And Burmese Buddhism and Burmese language and culture, 2 subjects. But when I teach these 2 subjects, I don't feel anything, you know, because it's Burmese Buddhism, I can talk everything, not very specific subject. So Burmese Buddhism, I explain, I introduce about the Burmese culture and how the Burmese Buddhist people are doing, and what is the Burmese rites and rituals, how the Burmese people following the Buddhism like that. It's a very easy for me, that subject. But here, Burmese, this Abhidhamma, the subject. As you all know, it is very detailed and a very difficult subject to understand. So that's why I feel a little bit, excited. But I want to, in this class, I will be a Abhidhamma teacher, but I want to create the very friendly atmosphere, not like, not very focus very strictly, not like that. And we can discuss, friendly and happily, yeah, like, so that's why I want to create a very enjoyable class, not boring, I want to, as Sally said, I want to, I want you all to arouse your interest on the Abhidhamma. I also, I believe that, when I, in Burmese language, Abhidhamma class in Burmese language, at the beginning, there are a lot of people, they register. For example, 30 people when they start register, but after 6 months like that, and 3 months, 6 months, then maybe 10 or 15 people left. So here today, all of you, I want to learn together with me. Yeah, I want you to learn the Abhidhamma together with me until the end. Yeah. Okay. So let's get started. So I want to start from the the definition of the Abhidhamma with this. I made a slide. And Sally, I don't know why you joined this class. You are very famous in Abhidhamma. When I talk about the German Buddhism, that some people told me, hey, do you know Siali Aganyani? She is the disciple of the Dauta Nanamala Bigonsa. She is the expert in Abhidhamma. I don't understand why you joined this class. I thought you have already learned this Abhidhammata Sangha already, yeah? Okay, so Abhidhammata Sangha. Okay, we will see what is the meaning of this book, yeah? So this slide, this page, you don't need to learn all. That's I want the reason why I put these pages here is I want you to know first there is 7 books of the Abhidhamma. Yeah, so only this. My purpose is only this. You don't need to learn. You don't need to read in detail. But for this class, if you want to learn, you can find in the abhidhamma.com. Yeah, I took this from the abhidhamma.com. So there is 7 books of the Abhidhamma. I want you to know the overview, what we are learning. Yeah, so this is my purpose. So there are 7 books in the Abhidhamma Pitaka. The first one is the Dhamma Sangani. So as I have already told you, you may have a lot of questions, but I don't want you to focus on that. Just to know there are 7 books. That's it. You don't need to learn. Yeah. Okay. So Dhamma Sangani, the enumeration of the Dhammas, the Buddhist psychological ethics. And next book is Vibhanga, the book of analysis, the exposition of analysis, and the Dhamma Sangani in form of a catechism with many references in Sudanda. And next one is Dhatu Katha, the discourse on elements. And next one is Pogala Panyati, a designation of human types, and Kathawatu, points of controversy, and Yamaka and Patana. So altogether, there are 7 books. So here, briefly to say, what is the Abhidhamma Singha? So Abhidhamma Singha is the author of this book summarized beautifully these 7 books, and also he took all the very important and essential things from these 7 books. So what is Abhidhamma Sangha? It means is some that there is a Abhidhamma factors summarize of the 7 books. So we can see like that in briefly. And now you know the Abhidhamma Pitaka has 7 books. So I think you have in this group you have already know about there is a three Pitaka, yeah, in Buddhism. I thought you have already know that. Am I right? It's a new land. That's, I think I want to know first, you all start learning or you have already learned something about the Buddhism? So very beginner, you know, there's is there anyone who did not join any Buddhist courses?
Me.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. No. I just want to know my audience, you know, the students. I need to know. So sometimes then I can go leapfrog, you know. This one you all already know, or this one you didn't know. Then, so okay. So I will tell you all the brief. Yeah, there is a there is a 3. Yeah, 3 Pitaka. Yeah, the first one Vinaya. I will go very quickly, not very detailed. So Vinaya, Sudanda, and Abhidhamma. So Abhidhamma. The Vinaya is about the like rules for the monks and the nuns. Yeah, this briefly to say, Vinaya Pitaka is about the rules for the monks and nuns, and also this is the main things contained in the Vinaya Pitaka. But there are a lot of stories of the life of the Buddha and how the Buddha went to the forest and what he practiced, how he became a Buddha, like that. There are a lot of stories also included in Vinaya Pitaka, but especially Vinaya is the rules for the monks and nuns, is main things. And Sudanda Pitaka is we translate discourses. Yeah, discourses means we can say there is a story. For example, when the Buddha went to the Savatthi or a city, and he met and he discussed with whom, like that, and there's a recorded story of what the Buddha taught. So Suttanta Pitaka is like a story, yeah, but including the discussion, and also the Buddha wanted specific person to get enlightenment, like that. In the Suttanta Pitaka, you will see that. Yeah. So, but in Abhidhamma Pitaka is not about the rules for the monks and nuns. And also, in the Abhidhamma Pitaka, you will not see what the Buddha wants for a specific person to get enlightenment or not. There is no such things. In the Abhidhamma Pitaka, you will see only about mind and matter. Mind and matter. So whose mind, whose matter? It's not like that. So everybody's mind and matter. So we will discuss later detail. But here my point is to see overview of the three Pitaka. So Vinaya Pitaka, Suttanta Pitaka, and Abhidhamma Pitaka. So let me go this again. So, and in Vinaya Pitaka, there are a lot of books, and Suttanta Pitaka as well. Altogether, we have then 41 books in the Buddhist teachings. And according to the Burmese Chata Sanghayana, 6 Buddhist council, they approved that there is 41 books in the Buddhist scriptures. So out of these 41, in the Abhidhamma Pitaka alone, there are 7 books. These 7 books, yeah. So what you are about to learn is the summary of these 7 books. Yeah. Okay. This is the first thing we all need to know. Okay. So I took it this explanation of what is the Abhidhamma from the comprehensive manual of Abhidhamma. Yeah. So Abhidhamma is a Buddhaghosa, the Venerable Buddhaghosa explained the word Abhidhamma as the meaning that which exceeds and is distinguished from the Dhamma. In Pali, Dhamma Tirika, Dhamma Visesa, Dhamma Visesa. So here Dhamma is a Dhamma. Yeah. Atireka means exceeds, and Dhamma is a Dhamma, and Visesa here in Pali, the Visesa means distinguish. So Abhidhamma means that which exceeds and is distinguished from the Dhamma. So the first one, and next one, if we separate these 2 words, the prefix Abhidhamma, the meaning of the abhi is preponderance or distinction. So here, Dhamma here signifying the teaching of the Sutta Pitaka. When the Abhidhamma is said to surpass the teachings of the Sutta, this is not intended to suggest that Suttanta, as I have already told you, yeah, Suttanta Pitaka, Suttanta teaching is defective in any degree, or that Abhidhamma proclaims some new revelation of esoteric doctrine unknown to the Sutta. And both the Sutta and Abhidhamma are grounded upon Buddha's unit doctrine of the Four Noble Truths, and all principles essential to the attainment of enlightenment are already expounded in the Sutta Pitaka. Here, if we summarize this explanation, Abhi means higher or spiritual, and Dhamma means here in Pali is Dhamma. Yeah, we write in Dhamma. It's a Dharma is in Sanskrit. Yeah, Sanskrit. Dhamma means teaching, philosophy. So Abhidhamma is the higher teachings. Okay, so what we are about to learn is the higher teachings in Buddhism. And another way of translation of the Abhidhamma is the ultimate teaching, which distinguishes from other Pitakas, because three basket, three Pitaka. So Sodanta, Vinaya, and Sodanta. And another way to explain about the Abhidhamma is ultimate teachings, which explain about mind and matter. So here also I want to let you know, maybe you may think now, hey, we are learning, we are about to learn the Abhidhamma Pitaka, the book or some subject. Actually, here I want you to know is we are not learning the book or the teaching or some special books or something. I don't want you to think about such a book. We are about to learn our mind and matter, nothing else. Nothing else. That makes you very interested. So what we are about to learn is we are trying to understand our mind and our matter. So in this Abhidhamma, in all these 7 books, it is written only about mind and matter. So, for example, so we all have the if someone asks you what you possess in your body, so we only possess mind and matter, so mind and matter, that is all about the Abhidhamma. So when at the beginning Abhidhamma, maybe you find it very boring and not interesting, but when you learn continuously, step by step, then you will understand yourself, because Abhidhamma is all about your mind and matter. So in Abhidhamma, you will learn later, so what is the mind? What is the matter? So how many kinds of mind and how many kinds of matter and how they combine each other. So now I want you to know is we are not about to learn any things, any books. Just I want you to know that is we are about to learn the mind and matter. So Abhidhamma means ultimate teaching, which explain about mind and matter. So after we know some knowledge and some information taught in the Abhidhamma Pitaka, then we will understand ourselves more. If we understand more, then you will understand others as well. And also we can understand the higher or very deep teachings of the Buddha and the world as well. Okay, so now I think you know the Abhidhamma, and I want to go next is the overview of the Abhidhammata Sangaha, what we are about to learn, the name of this book. Yeah. So in the Abhidhammata Sangaha, and I want you to note about this, how famous and how important this book is. Yeah. The other is Anuruddha. I think I forgot to write the name of author of this book. Yeah, Anuruddha, Venerable Anuruddha. Venerable Anuruddha. So who write or who composed this Abhidhammata Sangaha? He summarized all the things, all the essentials and important things from the 7 books. So there are, in Abhidhamma Pitaka, about the Abhidhamma Pitaka, there are a lot of books in the Buddhism you will find. So like commentaries, yeah, short manuals, long commentaries like that, yeah. So out of a lot of the books about the Abhidhamma, this book, Abhidhammata Sangaha, has dominated the Abhidhamma studies. Not only in Myanmar, but also in other Buddhist countries as well. So Abhidhammata Sangaha is a very important. And in Myanmar, there are a lot of sayings, you know, let me explain one saying. Without knowing the Abhidhammata Sangaha, don't learn the Abhidhamma like that. Yeah. So that's why Abhidhammata Sangaha is very important step to continue the Abhidhamma learning. So in Myanmar, this manual also called Let Then. Here, just introduction. Yeah, this is Burmese language, so that's why you don't need to you don't need to remember. Just overview. Yeah, overview information about what we are learning. So Let Then means let is there is a 5 fingers. Yeah, so let means hands. Let Then means this finger. So what is it in English? This one. This is a thumb, finger. What is this? Who knows that? The smallest one, yeah?
Pinky.
Out of this, what is it?
Pinky.
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 Pinky. Okay, yeah. Let it be. Okay, so this one is, out of these 5, this one is the smallest one. And there are a lot of commentaries. It's a very big book, thick book, yeah, about the Abhidhamma. But this book is like this, yeah, pinky or crunchy, okay, like this one, little finger, yeah, little finger commentary. And Burmese people sometimes they say Tenjo in Burmese. Tenjo means they took this. They create a word from this Pali word Sangaha and Senjo. Tenjo. So Tenjo also we call in Myanmar. It's first mentioned to study Abhidhamma. So if someone comes to us, hey, I want to learn the Buddhist Abhidhamma, and I may tell you to study Abhidhammata Sangaha or Let Then or Little Finger commentary first. You have to learn first. Without learning this book, you cannot continue to the other 7 books. So very long and very deep, and also very, there are so many, I want to say, very profound teachings. Yeah, it's very difficult to understand if you go directly to the 7 books. So if we want to study the 7 books, you have to learn this Abhidhamma Sangaha first. And in Myanmar, it is also required to study by heart first for all monks and nuns. So when somebody joins as a nun and as monks, as novice, all must study Abhidhamma Sangaha. So it's like that. It's a very important books in Myanmar for the Abhidhamma study. But unfortunately, in Myanmar, I want to say something is they only focus on study or learn by heart. Yeah, Auswendigkeit. Yeah, Auswendigkeit. in German, I think. Auswendigkeit. Parrot learning in English. Parrot learning. Actually, Abhidhamma we should discuss a lot, but in Myanmar, mostly they learn by heart. So that's why most of the monks and nuns, they can recite, yeah, this Abhidhamma Sangaha. I also can recite because I have learned by heart, but now I have already forgot. But I understand more and more because I study abroad with the critical thinking, why and what, like that. There are a lot of questions. In Myanmar, the people, they believe in the Buddha and in the Dhamma and Sanghas. That's why they don't want to raise the question. They don't ask why the Buddha teach like that, how the Buddha explain like that, what is this? There's no question in Myanmar. I think Siali Aganyani knows very well. In Myanmar, in my class as well, is there any question? No, nobody. Nobody. When the Buddha teach like that, okay, I believe that. We don't need to think because the Buddha already think. Because the Buddha said, then I believe that. So, but in this class, I want to think yourself. I think all the students already know about that Sutta, Kalama Sutta. Yeah, in the Kalama Sutta, don't believe until you know yourself. Yeah, so that's why if you have the question, if you have something to discuss, then we can discuss. So here, so what I mean is the books, what we are learning is very important book to study at the Abhidhamma. And so we have already talked about that. The Abhidhamma, the book, the Abhidhamma represents 7 books of Abhidhamma and Atta here. Here Abhidhamma Sangaha. Here, let me write it here. Abhi means a higher or distinguished. Dhamma is Dhamma. Here is TTHA. Actually, according to the Pali grammar, so this is like that. So Atta means things contained in 7 books. So while the word Sangaha means compendium, therefore it means the compendium of things contained in 7 Abhidhamma books. So that is the meaning of this book in Pali. Yeah, in English is the compendium of things contained in 7 Abhidhamma books. So let's see the overview of this book. Okay. All the essentials or important factors contained in 7 Abhidhamma books are briefly and beautifully summarized. I have already talked about that. And with 9 chapters. So I want to talk about this 9 chapter very briefly, So why I am talking about this, yeah? When you visit somewhere, today when I visit this morning, then I see the map first, yeah? I see the map. So when you go to the English garden in Munich, so the English garden is a very big one. And also zoo, for example. If you visit a zoo, then you have to see the map first. So without knowing the map, you don't know which animal is where, yeah? You don't know where is where that tiger cage, like that, you don't know. So the purpose of why I'm talking about this is I'm talking about the map. So before we go to the garden, English garden or any garden, yeah, and you need to know. So now we are reading in the map. So in this book, you will see this 9 chapter. The first chapter is consciousness. So consciousness in Pali is Chaita. So in this chapter, you can understand how many kinds of minds, and good, is a moral, immoral, beautiful Chaitas, ruthless Chaitas. There's a lot of categories of the Chaita. You will learn in the consciousness chapter. And also, in Buddhist Abhidhamma, we believe in the 31 planes, or 31 planes. How to say, the human worlds, and the celestial beings, and Brahma world, and Nibbana, like that. And for example, how many consciousness for the animals, how many consciousness for the human, and out of the human beings, there are a lot of stages of the human being as well. Yeah. So out of this stage, how many Chaitas possess for some stage, for the person from the some stage? That you will learn it very detailed in later. So here, what I mean is all kinds of consciousness of mind you will have to learn. And second one is mental factors in Chittasika. Here, for now, what I can tell you is consciousness does not arrive only. Whenever a consciousness or a mind comes, there are a lot of supporting factors behind this. When you do something, good or bad, that is with some kind of consciousness, then to materialize or to happen this consciousness, there are a lot of supporting factors behind this. So in these mental factors, you will have to learn. And actually, if I believe you will understand. Yeah, you will understand later. And it's very interesting, very interesting. So the next chapter is miscellaneous section, Pakainaka in Pali. In that session, or in this chapter, you will have to learn, in the first 2 chapters, you know about how many kinds of consciousness, how many kinds of mental factors, and also the combination of consciousness and mental factors. You have already learned in these two chapters. In this one, the third chapter, another we have to see these two. Only these two will be here, but from another perspective, another point of view. For example, here there are a lot of, you don't need to focus too much, just introduction, I'm trying to introduce what you have to learn. So 89 kinds of consciousness. So out of these, for example, one consciousness, this one consciousness, what this consciousness does, what does this consciousness do? And what is the function of this consciousness? And what is the root of this consciousness? And what this consciousness pay attention to that? And what this consciousness is connected with the eye or connected with the ear, like that. So in this session also, you will have to learn consciousness and mental factors, but from another perspective. And also this session is, we can say, a preparation for the higher learning about the Abhidhamma. So in this class, you have to learn consciousness, Citta, mental factors, Cittasika, and miscellaneous session, Paganakas, these 3 sessions. I hope after this class, you can continue. You are willing to continue these all the 9 chapters. But as I have already used the metaphor, what we are doing now is we are about to go to the English garden. So that's why you need to know where is this, that. So if you learn more, the next chapter is the analysis of thought process. So, okay, you can see here, as I have already mentioned here, consciousness, for example, out of these 89 kinds of consciousness, and one consciousness, we give the name. But in this chapters, very, very detailed, how appear this one consciousness into our thought process. So that's why so detailed about the for example, I should skip this one. You can learn later. Here I want to let you know only this. You may confuse. Okay, so next one is here in this chapter you will learn about the 31 planes. 31 planes, and this consciousness as well. How many consciousness in human worlds? How many consciousness in Brahma worlds, like that? And how many consciousness in normal, ordinary people? How many consciousness in the Abhidhamma can be like that? So in this we call the analysis of thought process. You have to learn there. And next one is process-free chapter. Yeah, process-free chapter also very interesting as well. Yeah, because in this one, you have to learn 31 about like animals world, yeah, health, human, and Brahmas, like that. And out of this consciousness, if you do with good consciousness, and you will have to learn, and you will know the possibility of planes where you were born after next life. This one also very interesting, and also you will have to learn in this Vitimotta process-free chapter, and very interesting topic about the karma. Yeah, karma theory as well. Karma theory and cause and effect theory as well, and also the past life, present life, and afterlife. About that as well, you will have to learn. You can learn in this chapter. And next one is analysis of matter, rupa. This one also, yeah. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chapter. There's nothing about the rupa or matter. Here, only this start. You have to learn about the matter, rupa, analysis of matter. So in this kinds, in our body, which kinds of matter appear because of what? Consciousness, like that. If we do a lot of things with the hatred, then our face, the matter in our face will change something. If you are usually do with the loving kindness, and your face will be changed in some way, like that. So the cause, you will have to learn the cause of what kind of matters, like that. So in this chapter, you will have to learn about the matters, all kinds of matter, not only from our body, but also the outside as well. And then the next one is Abhidhamma categories, samujaya. This one is about a lot of categories. Yeah, this one is not very difficult one, but you can learn a lot of Abhidhamma or Buddhist terms. You can learn here. Okay, and next one is a compendium of relations pajya. This one is very deep and profound, because almost finished of this book. Don't worry, this book is only little finger commentary. let's continue until here. I'm showing you how interesting is this book. And here in this chapter, Pachaya there is two. Okay, now I want to talk about that. Let me tell you briefly. In this chapter, you will have to learn very details of cause and effect. Cause and effect. Patthana as well here. Paticca Samuppada and Patthana. There's a two chapter inside this inside this chapter. You have to learn. Very, very interesting in this chapter. But to understand this chapter, you have to know all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chapter. Without knowing 7 chapter, you cannot learn here. It's a very important one and very interesting factors in this chapter. And the next one is a meditation. This is the final, the end. So after you all these consciousness and mind and matter, we can mind and matter plus 31 planes and karma theory. Then you have a lot of knowledge about your mind and your matter. Then you are ready to explore what is happening in your body, what is your mind and matter. Then if you understand that, you will get the enlightenment. So that is the brief introduction of this Abhidhamma Sangaha. So I hope you that attracts you. Yeah. If you have any question about that. Because I also need feedback, because I told you this is the first Abhidhamma class in English. Okay, if you don't, I will continue a little bit, yeah? So almost 1 hour. Okay, let me continue next a little bit. Wait a minute. Okay, so I'm sorry, I have to tell you only overview. This is the English translation from the Manual of Abhidhamma by Narada Mahathira, because I like to tell you, not only to tell you in any class, before starting the journey, I want to tell you all the information, what you will see in this journey, like visiting the zoo or visiting the park, garden. So in this class, the contents is this, yeah? So the first one I have already tell you, the consciousness, yeah? This one is here, the 4 classes of consciousness: immoral consciousness, rootless consciousness, beautiful consciousness, and the form sphere consciousness, jhana, formless sphere consciousness, supramental consciousness. So you will have to learn in this first chapter. And second is the mental factors and definition, 52 kinds, combination of mental states, immoral mental states, beautiful mental states, supramundane consciousness, sublime consciousness, immoral consciousness, etc. And the second chapter, the feeling roots. Feeling means here, in this consciousness, which consciousness is connected to which feeling? There's 5 feeling or 3 feeling, 3 kinds of feeling like that. And roots, so 6 kinds of roots. So which consciousness is rooted in which roots like that? And functions, which consciousness can do a function of each consciousness. And jhana is, this is not main chapter. The doors of consciousness, which consciousness come from which kinds of doors? From eye, connected to the eye, connected to the ear, like that. And objects, object also very interesting. Time, higher knowledge, basis, like that. So this is the contents of first 3 chapter. I want to make a conclusion with 2 kinds of realities. Yeah, the information also we need to know that there are two kinds of reality. And the first one is conventional reality. In Pali, Panyati or Sammuti. For example, what do you see when you look at me? What do you see? Do you see my name?
Yes.
No, you cannot see my name. This is my body. You can see. That's what I mean. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe in the Zoom, I write it down. Venerable Kusalasami. Yes, you can see that. What I mean is, when you see something, you cannot see the name. When we see the trees, we see the material things, yeah, the shape, the color, yeah. But we see the green, but we don't see the name, yeah, the name. And you don't see the words in my body. That's not written here, Kusalasami. Yeah, not written here, not written in anybody. But this shape, this body, yeah, is Kusalasami, we call. This is conventional reality. Conventional reality. Actually, if my teacher gave me the name, another name, yeah, Aganyana, Aganyana, then my name is Aganyana, not Aganyani. Aganyani is a female name. Aganyana is the male name. So we cannot see the name. We only see the matter, yeah? Material things, shape, form, we see. It's a conventional truth, not the ultimate reality. Ultimate reality is something we cannot touch. You know, my body, you will learn in the Abhidhamma here about the matters. Okay. Here, yeah. Analysis of matter in this chapter you will learn. In this chapter, the nature of the material things or matter is impermanent, always changing. That nature is ultimate reality. It's a little bit difficult, without having Abhidhamma knowledge. I believe you will understand more and more what I'm telling, yeah? So ultimate reality, and also your mind, if you have the loving kindness, let us say loving consciousness, okay? Loving consciousness, the nature of the loving consciousness is exist. And the nature of the loving kindness can create and doing its job. Yeah, that's also ultimate reality. Here, for now, I want to say only this, but you will have to you can learn more about these two realities. Yeah, every time I will talk about this. Yeah, ultimate reality. So in this Abhidhamma, especially in this class, you will have to learn only ultimate reality. But sometimes conventional reality as well we have to use. Even the consciousness. Consciousness is samuti, yeah? Conventional reality. Oh, this is called consciousness. Let us say consciousness. But actually, we cannot see the consciousness. There's no name in consciousness. To communicate each other, to teach and to learn, to study, then, hey, this kind of nature, we have to give the name consciousness like that. This is a conventional reality. So next week, and not next week, yeah, after next week, we will continue the subject matter and continue our Abhidhamma study. I hope you have a beautiful evening and you enjoy with the Abhidhamma. Yeah. So I have already tell you, maybe I don't know how you feel when you hear this 1 hour. I want you to feel very comfortable and a friendly atmosphere in this class. And I hope you will get that. Okay. Any question or anything you want to discuss?
Is there a link to the book you were referring to?
This book.
Or did we get that already? I'm not sure.
If you want to learn about this, what I like is this book is, very here. This book, a comprehensive manual of Abhidhamma. You can learn the internet. Yeah.
And is that the one from Bhikkhu Bodhi, translated by
Yeah,
Bhikkhu
sure.
Bodhi? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's a very, very detailed, he explained. And another book also, this one is not very detailed, but not very detailed explanation in this book, Abhidhamma, a Manual of Abhidhamma by Narada Mahathira. This book is, like just translation of the Pali books. Not very detailed explanation is there.
And the name was Narada Mahathira.
Here I'm going to show you again.
Sorry, I was not so fast.
It's okay. It's okay. Narada Mahathira, a Manual of Abhidhamma. So the book, a comprehensive manual of Abhidhamma from by the Bhikkhu Bodhi, is so many explanation, very detailed. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
And the book by Bhikkhu Bodhi, that's also a translation of the Abhidhamma Sangaha. And is the book of what was the name again? Mahathira?
Narada Mahathira.
Yeah. Is that is a translation of the same book, or is it not?
The same book, right. But very few explanation.
And the book by Bhikkhu Bodhi is the same book, only with a lot of commentary.
Explanation. Yeah, commentary. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Hi, I have a question. Now, what is Dhammapada then?
Yeah, Dhammapada is the name of the book in the Buddhist scripture. Yeah. If you want to learn, you have to make another class about the Dhammapada. It's not the Abhidhamma. There's a lot of.
I mean, which part is it?
In the
is it Vinaya or?
No, it's Sotanda.
Oh.
Yeah. But if we talk about the Nikaya, it's included in the Khodaka Nikaya.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Sally Aganyani.
Yes.
Okay.
It was fine, and especially to see your smiling face, and it's very inspiring and makes me happy. Thank you.
Okay, welcome.
I understood the English perfect.
Okay, thank you. But sometimes I don't have a confidence to talk in English.
It is really good to understand.
Yeah. Okay.
Very easy to understand. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for your encouragement. You encouragement you make an encouragement, and also I want to encourage you to continue to the end. Because very interesting. Yeah, very interesting.
And I have one question more. Is
Yeah.
what would you recommend if we read the subject like before the class or after, or what is your way of building up the classes?
If I'm teaching that to the people who are working hard, yeah, mostly Burmese people in Europe and around the world. They have a lot of stress and they have a lot of things to do. That's why I don't force any students to read or to learn by heart, or just feel comfortable in this class and listen carefully, actively, not forcefully, interestingly. Then that's enough for me. Because I repeat again and again and summarize again and again, then you will get that essence from this Abhidhamma. But if I may say, to make a preparation, these two books you can read, then you will understand more.
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. If there's no question, shall we stop?
Okay, Seado, thank you.
Okay.
I just want to ask the German participants to stay for a while for a little further discussion. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu.
Okay.
Sadhu,
Okay.
Thank you,
Okay.
Anumodana.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Have a good weekend.
Okay. So, wie hat es euch gefallen erstmal? Das ist lustig, gell?
Ja, also ich fand es sehr schön, so seine lebhafte Art, wie er das da eigentlich den trockenen Stoff da jetzt so erklärt hat. Ich fand es sehr